Welcome back, everyone. Because it did come in second in the most recent What Do You Want Next poll, today I'm going to go with sharing my thoughts on blue sky uranium. Now, for some disclosure, I do currently have a position in blue sky. It was bought a while ago based on a theory, but don't necessarily read too much into that. Don't say, oh, he likes it because of that. It was a while ago, and I have been looking for an opportunity to take some money off and maybe move it somewhere else in the space. So the central point of Blue Sky is a project that they recently came out with a preliminary economic assessment for, and its NPV 8% is 135 million, and it has a decent IRR, and that uses $50 uranium and $15 vanadium, which I mentioned because the vanadium accounts for an undiscounted $90 million throughout the project. Now, the project does have good economics and manageable capex, as well as a large land package too, which could be explored to expand it. Now, I want to go into the vanadium question for a second. Vanadium went from $3 to $30 back down to $15. I don't know where its long-term price will be. Do you? I don't. If you have an idea, please let me know. Now, I do know that there are a lot of producers of vanadium that can make money at $15 that couldn't make money at $3. So the supply is coming. Now, how will that match or mesh with the demand picture? That is, as of yet, unclear. Depends on how much supply and how much demand, and will China restart its vanadium production and what the demand picture would look like. There's a lot of factors. But the point is, vanadium could go either way for me. So it is a significant factor in the project economics. And so if vanadium was only at $5 and uranium was at 50, the project might be a no-go. Now, the project is in Argentina, and I don't believe there's any uranium production presently in Argentina. So there is time, but there's likely some work to be done there on the government side that we'll have to get done before the production. But like I said, production is a ways out. And as I said, time-wise, they just completed their preliminary economic assessment in March. So they will require a long time before they're able to produce, which will include more drilling, preliminary feasibility study, a definitive feasibility study, and then construction and the mine. In the meantime, they'll be trying to likely raise money and drill and expand the deposit. So one key point that I think it's important to highlight on is this: what happens in the meantime? Well, in the meantime, if they want to expand their resource space to double, triple, quadruple what it was before, that means more drilling, which costs more money, which means issuing more shares. And here's the key: more warrants, and I'll get to that in a second, which means less of the ownership for the existing shareholders. Now, I don't know what the share structure will look like if and when they go into production, but that is a question at this point. Now, my main gripe with this company is that twice in 2018, the company applied to extend its warrants. Now, I don't know how this is legal or allowed or passes the board, but it somehow has. Now, it's not a huge deal because the price would need to go significantly higher for this to matter, but in my opinion, it's just not right. And I would love to hear what the management's rationale was for doing this because I don't think it's right, but I'll love to hear why they did it. Now, this company is run by the Grosso Group. Now, It's a management team, big insider holdings, and they have a decent track record of discoveries at project development. They seem to be good at what they do. Now, their companies seem to have the type of insider ownership that you'd want. So that is, well, one would think should be a positive. Now, the story for Blue Sky is that the deposit will someday be much bigger, which I'm not doubting. They have a massive land package and could easily expand it. That being said, that will take time and money. Now, I don't believe they're going to be a near-term producer, so I don't think they have cash flow imminently to do this, which means they'll need more shares and more capital. Now, if they can expand the project faster than they issue shares, then there's creating value there. If not, then it goes the other way. But the point is, I think they need to probably expand the project for it to be worth it at this point, which means more exploration. So the small nature of the project in an explorative phase means that every dollar raised is more proportionally dilutive to current shareholders. And that's it for this one. Again, I don't hate the stock, I don't hate the story. I'm just questioning if they're going to be issuing a lot more shares. If the warrants will be the warrants that are supposed to be issued when at the time of the share issuance. I don't think it's necessarily fair or right that the warrants should just be extended. Aside from that, the project is smaller than I'd have hoped for, but it's not bad. It's fine. It's decent economics. You're vanadium dependent, but all in all, it's fine. That's all for today. I hope you guys found something thought-provoking in this video, and I would love to hear your comments, your thoughts in the comment section below if you think I'm wrong or I'm right, or you are a shareholder but you don't have any issues, or you are questioning becoming a shareholder. Until the next time, which I don't know which it will be yet, but I'll hope to pick one that you guys want to see. Until then, catch you later and enjoy your day. Hey everyone, just quickly, you can read this here or in the description of any video. Just remember, what I do and say here is meant to be a helpful supplement or thought filter for your research, not a replacement for it. I can be wrong, and I'm often quite early, aka wrong for a good while, which is why none of this is ever investment advice.